SVG-TV News headlines sponsored in part by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Get the best in TV entertainment with 139 channels, 26 in HD, and HBO included. Plus get 80 local Flow landline minutes to enjoy on evenings and weekends. All for $225 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
In the headlines, Commissioner of Police reports on a drop in the crime rates and thanks law-abiding citizens for helping to make SVG a safer place. St. Lucia Cannabis Commission doubles down on goal of cannabis legalization before 2020. UK Parliament breaks deadlock as MPs vote for December general election. And in sports, Lionel Messi reaches milestone as Barcelona defeats Real Valladolid. These and other stories coming up in SVG TV's Evening News and Sports.
That was the news headline sponsored in part by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Get the best in TV entertainment with 139 channels, 26 in HD, and HBO included. Plus get 80 local Flow landline minutes to enjoy on evenings and weekends. All for $225 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Good evening and welcome to SVG-TV News and Sports for Wednesday, October 30th, 2019. I am Rochelle Baptiste with the details. Commissioner of Police Colin John has expressed gratitude to all law-abiding citizens who continue to support the RSVG police force in its effort to make SVG a safer place. The Commissioner's comments came at the Toast of the Nation ceremony held on Independence Day at the Prime Minister's residence following the military and cultural parades. The Commissioner said there is an overall reduction in crime, with figures showing 3,359 reported cases thus far compared to 4,995 for the corresponding period last year. He said the RSVG police force will remain proactive with its crime-fighting strategies, and they will soon be engaged in the Carry Secure and the e-bus system, which he says will help to improve their crime-fighting capacity.
Since last year, we have had quite a few new initiatives. We are right now about to launch the Carry Secure project. This is a project where we would use data to analyze or increase the use of data to analyze the crime trends, so that we are able to place resources where they are needed. This project is supported and sponsored by the U.S. government under the U.S. Aid project. And Ambassador, I just want to say thanks to you and your government for your assistance in that regard. We are also supposed to be launching soon the e-bus project, where cameras would be placed in several areas around St. Vincent and the Grenadines, especially the hotspots. This would help in the prevention and detection of crimes. And to the Taiwanese embassy, I just want to say thank you.
The RSVG police force has been a recipient of several gifts of equipment and training opportunities, and Commissioner John thanked the overseas-based ambassadors and friendly countries for their continued support to the organization.
So benefited from several training opportunities. We have also received several generous gifts, some through the assistance of our ambassadors overseas, Ambassadors Fitzhuggins and Howie Prince. I just want to use this forum to publicly thank them for their proactive approach and their proactive use of St. Vincent and the Grenadines foreign policy so that we can benefit as an organization and as a country as a whole. We have also been the recipients of 8 brand new SUVs, and we are supposed to be receiving 2 motorcycles very soon, compliment the government of Taiwan. This is the sum of this donation is about 800,000 EC dollars, and I just want to say thanks once again to the Taiwanese embassy for that.
The police commissioner said while the RSVG police force recognizes the historic milestone of 40 years of independence, it also recognizes the important role the public plays in reducing crime. 40 is very much a good time for us to reevaluate ourselves, to reset the clock as regards the Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force, to rejuvenate and to renew our mandate. As a Royal St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force, I just want to thank the members of the public for their continued support that they're giving to us, so that you are helping us to be more proactive in the way we are doing things and helping us to make St. Vincent and the Grenadines safe, and not only making it safe, but giving the perception that it is also a safe country. The driver of the car that killed Cariel Wilshire, a 46-year-old teacher of Brighton, has been released from police custody pending further investigation. The driver has been identified as 30-year-old Mario Wilson of the Prospect Diamond area. He was taken into custody following the fatal accident in Harmony Hall last Saturday night. He was reportedly released yesterday and maintains that it was a freak accident. Family members of the deceased told SVG-TV News that they are not buying the driver's version of what transpired and want a thorough investigation to be carried out. According to initial reports, the teacher was crushed upon exiting the vehicle she got a ride with to Harmony Hall, where she went to visit a friend. An autopsy was expected to be done on the body today to ascertain the cause of death. The deceased has one child who is studying in Canada. An extradition hearing will determine the return of 2 Vincentian nationals to Grenada after they were arrested last Friday in connection with a credit union robbery in Carriacou. The 2 suspects are on remand at Her Majesty's prisons. Grenada's Director of Public Prosecution, Christopher Nelson, said they are seeking the return of the 2 suspects and they expect an extradition hearing at the Magistrate Court in Kingston soon, though he admitted that the process could take some time. After the men were arrested last Friday, investigators from Grenada reportedly arrived here in SVG within hours to assist with identifying them. Police in Grenada had issued a wanted bulletin showing the face of the men and had notified regional and international law enforcement agencies of their alleged crime. The robbery occurred on October 11, 2019. Grenada police have already charged the driver of the getaway vehicle with conspiracy, and he is presently out on bail. In other news, adults and students alike can be affected by mental health issues, including suicidal thoughts, and counselors at the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center continue to engage in activities to help give support to all members of society deal with these issues. Throughout this month, the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center has been engaged in a series of activities to raise awareness about mental health. The activities include a caravan to schools to educate both students and teachers on the signs they can look out for when a person is dealing with mental health issues and where they can get help. In an interview with SVG-TV News today, counselor at the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center, Alicia Matthews, said during their school visits, a number of students admitted of contemplating suicide and that the activity gave the counselors an opportunity to support these students.
There have been students that have admitted to contemplating suicide. We haven't had one as yet who stated full on that they were going to commit suicide, but we've had a good bit of students who stated that they have thought about it or they have engaged in some type of self-harm activity. We found that they were very receptive to the coping mechanisms that they could use, because we find a lot of children, a lot of people don't understand that coping mechanisms doesn't have to be something difficult. It can be found in something day to day that we find comfort in. So as simple as talking to somebody that makes you feel comfortable, engaging in an activity that you like. These are simple things that you can do when it comes to coping with suicidal ideation.
Many schools have counselors available to them. However, it has been reported that students often feel intimidated to talk to these counselors. In this regard, Matthews said the school visit allowed for students to develop a greater level of confidence to speak with counselors about some of the issues they are faced with.
Well, many schools already have counselors who can continue on with the education. Something that we do through the caravan is encouraging persons to speak to their teachers and of course speak to the counselors that work within the school, because we have a lot of students that, although it's there, sometimes they don't have the confidence or the drive to speak to persons that are there at the institution. So that is an additional aim of the caravan, to make people feel comfortable speaking to the persons that are there, such as the counselors and teachers. And counselors can continue on what we started. In addition, if they feel like further information or further programs are needed, they can always reach out to the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center or the Ministry of Health asking for that assistance.
The counselor at the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center said thus far the school visits have been successful and they are hoping to continue with the initiative as part of ongoing efforts to raise awareness about mental health.
So if a person is having suicidal ideation, you can go to the A&E. You can come to the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center. You can go to the hospitals. You can go to your clinics. Reach out to persons that you know can be of help within the Ministry of Health. In addition, you can reach out to your pastors, your youth leaders, people within the church. Basically, it's reaching out to somebody who is in a position to give you or get you help, which is inclusive of counselors, social workers within the Ministry of Health and people out in the community as well. The caravan continues till the 11th of November 2019. If there are any schools or organizations that would like to be included in this caravan, they can feel free to reach out to the Ministry of Health with a letter or contact the Mental Health Rehabilitation Center and express your want to be included in the caravan.
In some news of politics now, Speaker of the House of Assembly Jomo Thomas said he is no longer a member of the ruling Unity Labour Party. He made the announcement at a press briefing yesterday, where he also announced his intent to resign as a Speaker early in the new year and was stepping down as a ULP caretaker of the South Leeward constituency. Thomas, who was a member of the party for the past 6 years, deemed his relationship with the party as contentious.
I must tell you as well that earlier today I tendered my resignation as a member of the Unity Labour Party. This is a position that I held since in 2013, and all Vincentians who have paid close attention would know it was a rather contentious relationship. It was a relationship which was marked by accusations. It was a relationship which was marked by venomous and scurrilous statements about me and my practice and what I do and what I said. And I don't think that I can properly remain a member of the Unity Labour Party in that kind of atmosphere.
Thomas, who has been critical of the ruling administration, said his criticisms are principled.
To me, know that I'm an equal opportunity critic. But if people followed me, they would know that in 2005, I had been back in the country for 1 year, and I was an active supporter of Dougie Slater's candidacy in 2005. In 2010, I did very important work for the ULP, even though I had criticism. Because you see, my criticism is not personal. My criticism is principled, and I offer what the former Guyanese politician Shed Jagan called critical support. You are not going to get me to say my leader right or wrong, or my country right or wrong. I am going to look at what is happening. If I think that you're right on this point, I'm going to lift you to the heavens. If I think that you fall short, I'm going to respectfully say to you that you are falling short. Maybe our politics have not matured to that point. Maybe politics no place in the world has matured to that point. But that's in my blood. Like I said, I've been doing this since I was 14 years old.
Thomas said he believed his ideas to move SVG forward should be examined and not be met with resentment.
I believe that St. Vincent, like every other place, should be a marketplace of ideas, where ideas contend, and I believe that these ideas should be allowed to contend without wild, jaundiced, scrupulous torpedoes landed by persons who are powerful, persons who are masters of the state. So essentially, those are the statements I wanted to make.
Everything Vincey Expo extends for another day to capitalize on the first cruise call for the season at Port Kingstown. This and other stories coming up when we return with more local news. Stay with us.
Local news sponsored in part by Flow.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Get the best in TV entertainment with 139 channels, 26 in HD, and HBO included. Plus get 80 local Flow landline minutes to enjoy on evenings and weekends. All for $225 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
A funeral service should be one that you can be proud of, one that leaves lasting memories of your loved ones, and that's where you need the New Haven Funeral Home. At the New Haven Funeral Home, we desire to impact positively in the industry because we recognize that a greater part of what we do is not just quality caskets or quality coffins, but quality service. We hold ourselves to a higher standard. This standard extends to all areas of our work. We accommodate all clients, regardless of circumstance, all without compromising quality. I actually get this question a lot. And although it's not the most glamorous of jobs, I love it. Because we get to help people. We get to help families when they need it the most.
New Haven Funeral Home, helping families preserve memories.
C-Star Limited is now located on the third floor of the first St. Vincent Bank building. They have extended their range of products and furniture, including patio sets, closets, shoe casing, beds and mattresses, TV cabinets, and kitchen cupboards, just to name a few of their luxurious pieces, all at unbelievable prices. Don't just take my word for it. Check them out upstairs the first St. Vincent Bank building. And don't forget, they still have the best in windows, doors, burglar bars, rails, and vanities. C-Star Limited, where quality and style is our motto.
Kidney disease is a growing concern around the world and here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Chronic kidney disease is a life-threatening condition which occurs when a person's kidneys are no longer able to clean the toxins and waste products from the blood or perform other kidney functions normally. When this happens, a person needs dialysis. Dialysis is where a machine takes over the function of the kidney and safely removes the poisonous waste from the blood. Since 2012, Health Solutions Inc. has operated a full-service hemodialysis facility in SVG that offers state-of-the-art equipment, courteous, well-trained staff, and a comfortable treatment environment.
We're encouraging for early detection. Anyone who is either diabetic or hypertensive and has any questions or concerns, please contact us at 784-451-2836 or visit us at www.healthsolutionsSVG.org.
Vincey Expo.
Everything Vincey Expo. Vincey. Everything Vincey Expo.
Come celebrate 40 years of independence at the Everything Vincey Expo 2019. October 24th to the 30th. Come see SVG's best products, services, and more on display at the Kingston East Terminal. There's something for everyone. Kiddies Corner, themed entertainment nights, and delicious local food and drinks on sale. Everything Vincey Expo.
Everything Vincey Expo for we. Vincey. Everything Vincey for the whole family.
For more information, contact us at 784-457-2159 or email everythingvincey@investsvg.com and follow us on social media. Vincey Expo.
Once again, the countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Courts today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
Welcome back. The Everything Vincey Expo has been extended for another day and will conclude tomorrow evening. The main organizer of the Expo, Invest SVG, said the extension is to give exhibitors the opportunity to take advantage of the arrival of the first cruise ship for the 2019-2020 season, which will dock at Port Kingstown tomorrow morning. As we hear in this report by Larissa Pugsley-Kidd, there will be a packed program at the Expo site for visitors, exhibitors, and patrons throughout the day tomorrow.
Vincey Expo 2019, which has been in progress for the past 6 days, has thus far been deemed a success, and the exhibitors will have an additional day tomorrow to showcase their products and services to more than 3,000 cruise passengers expected on the Azura, which will make the first call for the season to Port Kingstown tomorrow morning. The decision to extend the Expo was made by the Ministry of Tourism, Invest SVG, and other tourism stakeholders. Expo Development Officer of Invest SVG, Peter Edward, outlined plans for the final day tomorrow, Thursday, October 31st.
Because we are extending until tomorrow, we'll have more of the cultural groups coming and playing. We'll have a live band, but the cultural aspect of it, the drums and stuff like that, they will be in at the Expo, giving us a little cultural vibes, so that when the people comes in from the cruise ship, they can actually feel the Vincentian vibes. So we will be collaborating with the Ministry of Tourism to help us to make sure that this is in place in terms of the cultural bands, and we'll have a live entertainment and maybe some specials going on.
The Azura is bringing passengers from Europe who will get the opportunity to view a wide variety of Vincentian products and services in one location. Edward is excited that exhibitors will be able to capitalize on the initiative. Some exhibitors who we spoke with at the Expo site today welcome the extension and say they are pleased with this year's Expo.
If I would have if I would have some assistant, I would have go another couple of days. Yes, I'm looking forward for the next day.
But for us, it's been a huge sort of catalyst because we get very excited about displaying the work to the public. Because normally we don't have a shop as yet, which working on getting an outlet. So the interfacing with the public is such a great experience in terms of getting feedback. And
the idea is an excellent idea because it is my belief as our tourist season continues that or is about to commence, that our tourists would also get to see a lot of our products in a wider area than having to just go store by store. So
one of the things we did is basically show people, and then the idea is to make people go, aha, and then they realize what's in it for them. What you actually presented them is not just another item on the shelf, it's something that's actually going to benefit them in their life. Anywhere from homeowners to people that are setting up a new bar, it's really fantastic the response that we get that we can help them with.
There are 144 exhibitors participating in this year's exposition, which include nightly entertainment activities that have been well supported.
It was a great experience, to see all the boats and all the things that have been locally produced, and most of them I didn't know of them, and I get to know just coming into the expo.
Some ornament down there that I've never saw from coconuts. The dry coconut drop off the tree. People normally hucks them. They just decorate them and put some art on them. And
then, like that?
Yeah, that will light up your sitting room.
It's nice, it's beautiful. I did not see these last time I came here. But these are nice, they're really nice. We have just come to look through, so we are enjoying ourselves.
This is the third year that Invest SVG is hosting the Everything Vincey exposition, and this year the activities coincided with the 40th Independence Anniversary celebrations. For SVG-TV News, Larissa Pugsley-Kidd.
Ariana Wiley last Friday night captured the GHS Miss Heritage title 2019 from a field of 7 contestants. The first runner-up position went to Rihanna Phillips and second runner-up Risha Telemac, who won Best Interview. Here is a snippet of the top performances in the judge categories.
Yes, my daughter of Yoruba, Princess Maguba, your people watch you in their dreams. They long to receive you, my daughter, when no white man can commit no slaughter.
V-I-N-C-Y, Vincey Mass, the hottest carnival in the Caribbean, the only festival where Isaac Hunt drink no soda and always only for the rum meeting. If you don't believe me, just ask Problem Child. Most excitingly, Vincey Mass has become synonymous with the tagline, the hottest carnival in the Caribbean.
You stated in your autobiography that you aspire to be a pilot. How would you respond to someone who insists that females should be flight attendants instead?
To that person who insists, I would tell them that I am different. That field was once male dominated, and I want to be a woman of empowerment, a woman that makes a change.
And Vincentian students in Taiwan did their part to commemorate SVG's 40th anniversary of independence with a series of activities at a cocktail reception held on Independence Day, Sunday, October 27th. SVG's ambassador to Taiwan, Her Excellency Andrea Bowman, told the gathering every Vincentian has the responsibility to ensure the viability of SVG's independence. Bowman, who is this country's first ambassador to Taiwan, thanked the government and people of Taiwan for their continuous interest and support towards SVG's development since the beginning of bilateral relations in 1981. In keeping with the 40th anniversary of Independent team of the 40th anniversary of Independence Renewal at 40, Ambassador Bowman further encouraged the students present to continue to strive for excellence to ensure renewal the rest on their shoulders. Sunday's reception and cocktail event marked the culmination of the week of activities hosted by Ambassador Bowman and the SVG mission in Taiwan in collaboration with the Vincentian student body present in Taiwan. The other activities held included a church service which heard addresses from this country's Minister of Health Luke Brown and Ambassador Bowman. On Wednesday, an exhibition was held to showcase different aspects of SVG's culture and products. On Saturday, October 26, embassy officials joined with Vincentian students and other well-wishers to ring in the 40th anniversary of independence with an official countdown at 12 p.m. Here are some highlights from the exhibition and cocktail reception held in Taiwan over the past week to celebrate SVG's 40th independence anniversary.
Here's to you on your anniversary. You will be celebrating year 40, and still you are beautiful, tranquil, and going mighty. Though at times the road is not easy, you keep fighting the odds peacefully, proven to be a tower of significant strength. Oh, Hairuna, SVG, I love you at length. From the mountain top to the valley floors, even to your black and white seashore. The plantain, very nice and breadfruit. And much more. The justice just for you. I love you, St. Vincent. You see, St. Vincent. I love you, St. Vincent. Oh, keep that St. Vincent. St. Vincent. I can tell you what's this. St. Vincent.
And that brings us to the end of the local segment of our news. We hear that St. Lucia Cannabis Commission doubles down on goal of cannabis legalization before 2020. This from the region. When we return, stay with us.
What's a local news segment?
The Everready Funeral Home at French's is your friend in times of grief. With over 40 years' experience, they are prepared to take care of all your funeral arrangements. Embalming, lowering device service, grave mattresses, carpeting, vaults, tombs, and wreaths. Arrangements for television obituaries. Cremation is available upon request. Everready Funeral Home offers the finest in caskets and coffins, local and imported. So, in your time of need, call Everready Funeral Home at any time. 456-1494. Everready Funeral Home, offering service above self.
Juicy, juicy, drink today. Juicy, juicy, same great taste. Juicy, juicy, the original drink. It's a Vincey thing. Get your red and banana, pineapple, juicy cola, orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor. It's a Vincey thing. Enjoy it juicy, the original Vincey thing. Juicy. Tourism is for me. Tourism is for you. Tourism is everyone's business. Yeah, live it, love it, embrace it.
Vincey Expo.
Everything Vincey Expo. Vincey. Everything Vincey Expo.
Come celebrate 40 years of independence at the Everything Vincey Expo 2019. October 24th to the 30th. Come see SVG's best products, services, and more on display at the Kingstown East Terminal. There's something for everyone. Kiddies Corner, themed entertainment nights, and delicious local food and drinks on sale. Everything Vincey Expo.
Everything Vincey Expo for everything Vincey for the whole family.
For more information, contact us at 784-457-2159 or email everythingvincey@investsvg.com and follow us on social media. Vincey Expo.
Singer is a family store. We sell everything you need for your kitchen and more. Top brands and appliances, TVs, fridges, cookers. We make your life so easy. Just come in and see us. A wide range of furniture. Right here at Singer. Affordable beds and mattresses. Right here at Singer. Washing machines to make your laundry clean and fresh. Singer is a family store that gives you the best hire purchase deals. Right here at Singer. We'll outfit your home. Right here at Singer. The #1 family store. It's us with Singer.
It's that time of the year for another ULP innovative event, Smorgasbord. This Friday, November 1st, at the ULP headquarters, Murray's Road, from 11 a.m. Come savor a variety of food from different nationalities, all on one serving area. Syrian, Lebanese, Venezuelan, Taiwanese, Cuban, Indian, Filipino, along with mouth-watering Vincentian cuisine. Price will be determined at the end of the line. The bar will be well stocked, so this Friday, November 1st, come enjoy great company with some delectable bites at Smorgasbord at the ULP headquarters. Smorgasbord.
Once again, the countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Quartz today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
Set for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prices to be won. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done set? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner. Turn your own keys. Set for life.
The regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
Massey Stores Pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescriptions too. We have 10% off for seniors, children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores, Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
Welcome back. In our news from the region now, we hear that realistic or not, the goal remains for a full legalization of cannabis in St. Lucia by the end of 2019. This disclosure was made by the island's Cannabis Movement chairman and member of the recently reconstituted Cannabis Commission, Andrea Pancho de Queiroz. As we hear in this MBS news report, the Cannabis Movement chairman is not taking lightly a suggestion that the end-of-year goal may be unrealistic.
The Cannabis Commission has been formed, and according to Pancho de Queiroz, things have been generally smooth so far. The essential subcommittees have been established. The Economic Subcommittee is led by Malaysian consultant Permandu under multi-million-dollar contract with the government. The Legislative Subcommittee, responsible for establishing the legal framework. The Bureau of Standards, already established ad hoc committee, has been adopted by the Commission, and the Health Committee investigates the negative and positive health implications of cannabis use. And the timeline for all the parts to fit together seamlessly.
What's going to happen is that all these subcommittees are going to come together, and we're going to compile it. The commission is going to compile it and submit it to the cabinet of ministers. And it's full legalization by the end of the year. That's what we're aiming for.
By the end of 2019, you're saying?
Yes.
And when we asked the Cannabis Movement chairman whether this was a realistic timeline.
Well, it's not me that set it. This is the commission that set it, not me. So please, report this properly. The commission, which includes over 20 people, that is what we are shooting for, and we believe we could pull it off.
That said, the Cannabis Commission is still at the mercy of the whims and fancies of the cabinet.
Mr. Gordon said, listen, we could do all this work, and then we give it to cabinet, and cabinet just refuses it, as they've done before. So, we have done our job, and the whole commission is for full legalization. Nobody has questioned it. This is what has to happen, because it is the best model right now in this world environment where cannabis is being legalized all over the world. We cannot just decriminalize, because that would be a worse situation that we are in now.
Now, our reason for questioning the end of 2019 target was that Pancho de Queiroz disclosed that the Cannabis Commission is far behind schedule on its national education component of the path to legalization. Something, he says, was missing from all countries who have already revised their respective cannabis laws. For this, the Commission has enlisted the services of a local marketing firm.
We saw that coming many years ago, and that's why we developed this national educational program concept, so that we would go out to the people and answer their questions and educate them basically about what the new regime would entail and what would be the new rules and regulations. So we're working on that now, but that was supposed to roll out since August.
Guyana President David Granger has admitted that the government has faced some difficulties with the investigation and finding enough evidence to successfully prosecute some officials of the former government who were suspected to be involved in corrupt activities and abusing assets of the state. During a podcast interview, President Granger said it is clear those former officials clean up their tracks. We hear more in this report.
We have had some difficulties in investigation, in finding evidence. Naturally, crooks and criminals do not leave evidence lying about. Documents are destroyed, files are removed. Persons who were complicit in the crimes, conceal evidence or maybe refuse to testify. This has happened not only in government in terms of corruption, but it has happened more widely. No point trying to suspend or dismiss or interdict officers without evidence. But we have had some small successes. Some persons have resigned, and during our next term of office, we will continue to press for better investigative tools.
Just recently, a number of former officials of the Guyana Rice Development Board had fraud charges against them dismissed because of the failure of the special prosecutor to report to court. Other fraud charges against some other former officials of the former government have also been thrown out for various reasons. It's an issue and problem that the president believes must be addressed. He said he will continue to ensure that the police force is strengthened to increase and improve its investigative capacity.
Don't forget, we came out of a period of great difficulty in which some elements of the law enforcement agencies were corrupted and they were compromised. And it has not always been possible to identify those persons or to remove them from the positions. But to the extent that we find police officers or military officers to be involved in criminal activities.
That was our news from the region. UK Parliament breaks deadlock as MPs vote for December general elections. This from the international scene. When we return, stay with us.
That was a regional news segment sponsored by Massey Stores SVG Limited.
Massey Stores Pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescription. We have 10% off for seniors, children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Massey Stores Pharmacy. Where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores, Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
Get ready for the 2019 VINLEC National Science and Technology Fair, November 11th to 15th, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. daily, under the theme, Turning Problems into Opportunities Using Scientific Strategies. Registration is now open and closes on November 1st, 2019. For more information, see the Science Fair Handbook at svgcdu.org. Don't miss your chance to win great prizes. It's the 2019 VINLEC National Science and Technology Fair. See you there.
The body moves in many expressive ways. The freedom of movement is often taken for granted until that freedom is restricted by pain. Myers Pain Kill Gel is scientifically formulated to alleviate muscle and joint inflammation. With this gel, you can target the pain in areas where it's needed the most. Bring the joy of movement back into your life with Myers Pain Kill Gel. Available at leading stores and pharmacies in SVG.
This hurricane tip is brought to you by CIBC First Caribbean. Take photos of important documents and secure them in waterproof containers or bags. Make sure to include any insurance policies, property deeds, or mortgage papers.
The countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Courts today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
SVG-TV International News segment sponsored in part by Carez Distribution Limited.
For over 60 years, we have sought only the best beans grown in the lush hills of the Andean mountains of Colombia. Cold Cafe. We carefully select only the very best beans and roast them to delicious perfection by our experienced roast masters. Cold Cafe. Cold Cafe treats you to one of the finest coffees in the world, available in classic and decaffeinated. A rich flavor and aroma that can only come from 100% Colombian coffee. Cold Cafe. Indulge yourself in our delicious cappuccinos available in classic mocha and French vanilla. Enjoy them hot to warm your soul or cool to cool you down. Either way, they are incredibly satisfying. So go ahead, enjoy Cold Cafe and treat yourself.
Let's go further afield now. British MPs voted on Tuesday night to finally resolve their Brexit deadlock by calling a general election, setting the stage for a December 12th contest that could be the most unpredictable in a generation. Boris Johnson won his fourth bid to go to the polls by 438 to 20 after Jeremy Corbyn declared that Labour will support an election as a once-in-a-generation chance to transform the country. The pre-Christmas vote will be the first December poll since 1923. We hear more in this Sky News report.
Are we on for a December election?
It looks like it. The government ready to go. They're not the only ones. Down at Labour HQ, the top team pleased as punch. This election apparently their victory.
We're going out there to fight an election campaign, and I can't wait to get out there on the streets. In every town and village in this country, Labour will be there, giving a message of real hope where this government offers nothing.
But in truth, Jeremy Corbyn bounced into this election, Labour the last major party to back a Christmas poll. Many in his shadow cabinet didn't want to take Boris Johnson's bait.
No, you heard wrong.
But now, time to put on a united front.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Now, everybody is absolutely up for this.
Also up for it, the Prime Minister jumping out of his seat as he implored MPs to back his election vote.
We are left with no choice but to go to the country to break free from this impasse and to allow us all to submit as we must in all humility to the judgment of the electorate.
3 times he's failed to get the election he craves, locked in place by MPs afraid of no deal. But the blockage in Parliament finally clearing. The PM released from his trap. The Liberal Democrats and the SNP want a Brexit election too.
The ayes to the right, 438. The noes to the left, 20.
Confirmation then from the Commons, but reaction muted. MPs on all sides could now face losing their jobs. The PM straight off to work, rallying his MPs at their weekly meet, and the Lib Dem leader straight out of the blocks.
I'm taking my message to the country. I'm standing as a candidate for Prime Minister, and in these volatile political times, that is absolutely possible. I will set no limit on my ambitions for the Liberal Democrats and for our country, because our country deserves better than what we have had from those tired old Labour and Conservative parties.
This Conservative minister more cautious, but can't see any other way out.
Unfortunately, it is Parliament that has forced the Prime Minister's hand into having an extension and not approved the necessary legislation when it had the opportunity to do so. This is all deeply unsatisfactory. I firmly believe in our parliamentary democracy, and you know, we would much rather not be having to have this election.
But it is happening. 3.5 years since the referendum, 2 years since the last general election, and on the heels of 3 Brexit delays, Parliament has finally decided it can't resolve Brexit here. It's time to go back to the people via the ballot box to see if a majority can be found for leave or remain in what could be the most important general election since the Second World War. The first December general election in nearly a century, perhaps a fitting end to a year of political division. The PM getting his head down but his thumbs up. This election will be make or break for Boris Johnson and for Brexit too.
Well, that's the news. Sports is just ahead, but before that, let's take a look at the local weather forecast.
SVG-TV International News segment was sponsored in part by Cannabis Distribution Limited.
Let's go! Turn up the fun!
With Chocolisto and its great flavor, enriched with vitamins and minerals that help you grow.
Chocolisto makes you big and strong.
The weather report sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They came General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
Bebin, the diaper made with the very best for the very best. Keeps up with them on the go. With a wetness indicator, Bebin keeps your child dry and happy. For quality and affordability, choose Bebin every time.
Bebin Premium.
The local weather forecast, it is partly cloudy, winds variable at 4 kilometers per hour, temperatures 27.2 degrees Celsius, relative humidity is 84%. The barometric pressure is 10.4 millibars, 24-hour rainfall 4.2 millimeters. Today's maximum temperature is 30.6 degrees Celsius. Today's minimum temperature is 26.0 degrees Celsius. Sunset today at 5:38 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow at 5:58 a.m. The forecast is partly cloudy, becoming cloudy with moderate showers and isolated thunderstorm. The synopsis is shear line will be affecting the islands.
The weather report was sponsored in part by General Hardware, Budgemart Limited.
Bebin, the diaper made with the very best for the very best. Keeps up with them on the go. With a wetness indicator, Bebin keeps your child dry and happy. For quality and affordability, choose Bebin every time.
Bebin Premium.
Welcome to the evening sports. We hear that Lionel Messi reached a notable personal milestone under Ernesto Valverde at the Barcelona as he scored twice and provided 2 assists in a 5-1 trumping of Real Valladolid after teeing up of Arturo Vidal to put Barca 2-1 up at Camp Nou. Messi curled a wonderful free kick beyond Jordi Masip to score his 100th goal in all competitions since Valverde was placed in charge at the club, as well as bringing up his century since the start of the 2017-2018 season. It was also the 50th time Messi had netted directly from a free kick in his career for both club and country, with 6 of his set-piece goals scored for Argentina. The 32-year-old was not finished there, though, as he lashed home his second from inside the penalty area before compounding Valladolid misery when he set up Luis Suarez for the home side's 5th and final goal. The emphatic result sees Barca move to the top of the table, 2 points clear of surprise package Granada and Atletico Madrid. A Cricket West Indies disciplinary panel has suspended Hayley Matthews for 8 matches for an unnamed infraction. The player was initially withdrawn from the recent tour by Australia due to a breach of the CWI's code of conduct. She will now be eligible for selection from the 3rd Colonial Medical Insurance One-Day International against India. The ban will end after the 2nd One-Day International of the upcoming India series, which begins in Antigua this weekend. Matthews' matter was referred to the 6-member CWI disciplinary committee headed by independent chairman Justice Winston Anderson, Madam Justice Desiree Bernard, Justice Charles Pennycook, Carly Best, Jeffrey Dujan, and Veril Faustine comprise the CWI panel. Barbados Cricket Association President Connie Riley said he was unable to shed any light as to Matthews' infraction as he had no details. He said he was contacted by Sportsmac.tv Tuesday night. He did not offer that whatever the infraction was, it was his 2nd time that Matthews was found to have committed it. Meanwhile, CWI also confirmed that star all-rounder Deandra Dutton is continuing her active rehabilitation from shoulder surgery that has kept her out of cricket since May and has commenced a gradual return. Steph Curry, number 30 of the Golden State Warriors, shoots the ball against the New Orleans Pelicans on Monday at the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. Steph Curry scored 26 points and Draymond Green bagged a triple-double as the Golden State Warriors bounced back from successive thrashings to down the New Orleans Pelicans on Monday. The reigning Western Conference champions rooted 120 for 100 192 by Oklahoma City on Sunday. Rediscovered their scoring touch to claim a 132-123 win at the Smoothie King Center. After toothless display against Oklahoma City and the Los Angeles Clippers, the Warriors rediscovered their offense in a high-scoring first half. A 45-point second quarter saw them surged into a 72-55 lead at halftime, giving them a comfortable 17-point cushion. After a big third quarter extended their lead to 24 runs heading into the final period, and although the Pelicans closed the gap, the result was never seriously in question. The evening sports will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
My sister's pharmacy is the one for you. Is the one for you. We have competitive prices for your prescriptions too. We have 10% off for seniors and children under 3. We're here for your convenience. Prescription services. Leave your prescriptions while you shop. And our professional pharmacists will help you out. Massey Stores Pharmacy, Massey Stores Pharmacy, where your health is your wealth.
Located at Massey Stores, Kingstown. Contact us at 453-9112.
Tourism is for me, tourism is for you. Tourism is everyone's business, yeah. Live it, love it, embrace it.
Once again, the countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Courts today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
It's that time of the year for another ULP innovative event, Smorgasbord. This Friday, November 1st, at the ULP headquarters, Murray's Road, from 11 a.m. Come savor a variety of food from different nationalities, all on one serving area. Syrian, Lebanese, Venezuelan, Taiwanese, Cuban, Indian, Filipino, along with mouth-watering Vincentian cuisine. Price will be determined at the end of the line. The bar will be well stocked, so this Friday, November 1st, come enjoy great company with some delectable bites at Smorgasbord at the ULP headquarters. Smorgasbord.
Welcome back. In more sporting news now, we head at the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cricket Association has recognized 4 young talented national sports personalities at the last evening welcome function for the 2019 Independence Anniversary 2020 Masters Cricket Festival at the official residence of the Prime Minister. President of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cricket Association, Dr. Kishore Shallow, who is also Vice President of Cricket West Indies, presented awards to athlete Luanda Lewis, female cricketer Zaria Jack, footballer DL Spring, and swimmer Maya De Freitas for their wealth of talent and outstanding performances so far in their respective sporting discipline. In the Vitamall Sandhill Netball Championship, Dutch Lady Clinchers won by default over Grant Thornton Stars yesterday afternoon at the hard court of the Sandhill playing field. Meanwhile, yesterday afternoon, Vitamall's Ministry of Education combined beat DG Health 62-11 at the Kingston Netball Centre at New Montrose in the Films and Industrial Netball competition. In another match yesterday, Ministry of Transport, Sports and Culture defeated the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force 40-30 at the same venue. Tomorrow afternoon, Massey St. Vincent and the Grenadines will meet KFC at 5, to be followed by the match between Ministry of Tourism, Sports and Culture and the Ministry of Sea and Airport, Central Water and Sewerage Authority. 7 black sand swim squad swimmers took themselves to Beckway on Saturday, October 27th, and took part in the Independence Day open water swim race hosted by the Rising Stars swim team in collaboration with the Beckway Traditional Youth Sailors. Youngsters Maya Bailey and twins Daniela and Natalie Clark competed in the 350-meter girls 12 years and under category. Maya swam the fastest and won the race, taking the gold medal, whilst Daniela beat the rest of the swimmers and claimed the silver medal, and her sister Natalie held on and clinched the bronze medal. Competed in the 1500-meter race was Maya De Freitas in the girls 13 to 14 years category, Elton Leonard in the boys 13 to 14 years category, and both Arian De Freitas and Cruz Habish competed in the boys 15 years and over category. And that's how we end sports this evening. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Stay with us.
Ready for the 2019 VINLEC National Science and Technology Fair, November 11th to 15th, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. daily, under the theme, Turning Problems into Opportunities Using Scientific Strategies. Registration is now open and closes on November 1st, 2019. For more information, see the Science Fair Handbook at svgcdu.org. Don't miss your chance to win great prizes. It's the 2019 VINLEC National Science and Technology Fair. See you there.
Still going to town for hardware? No, you don't need to. Pinchers Hardware in Pembroke. It's your one-stop shop for all your hardware needs. We stock building materials, blocks, sand, and stones. Also plumbing and electrical fittings. We have automotive supplies too. And to make things easy, we will deliver to your location. Come on in or simply call us at 458-7591 or 533-1576. We are open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pinchers Hardware, located in Pembroke, where quality meets price.
Once again, the countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Courts today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
It's that time of the year for another ULP innovative event, Smorgasbord. This Friday, November 1st, at the ULP headquarters, Murray's Road, from 11 a.m. Come savor a variety of food from different nationalities, all on one serving area. Syrian, Lebanese, Venezuelan, Taiwanese, Cuban, Indian, Filipino, along with mouth-watering Vincentian cuisine. Price will be determined at the end of the line. The bar will be well stocked, so this Friday, November 1st, come enjoy great company with some delectable bites at Smorgasbord at the ULP headquarters. Smorgasbord.
And now for a second look at the headlines. Commissioner of Police reports on a drop in the crime rate and thank law-abiding citizens for helping to make SVG a safer place. St. Lucia Cannabis Commission doubles down on goal of cannabis legalization before 2020. UK Parliament breaks deadlock as MPs vote for December general election. And in sports, Lionel Messi reaches milestone as Barcelona defeats Real Valladolid. On behalf of all of us here at SVG-TV, thanks for viewing. I am Rochelle Baptiste. Don't forget to visit our Facebook page for a recap of the news and daily headlines. Also tune in for SVG-TV News in 15 at 12:45 p.m. weekdays. Have a good evening.
Listen, the big hardware stores have been ripping off Vincentians for years with their high prices. They call General Hardware with the lowest prices ever in SVG. Now, the big guys are scrambling to drop their prices, but they still can't beat the General. So don't let them fool you. General Hardware still has the best prices on lumber, plywood, and steel. And even with a sale, the General beats that too. So go on, compare prices. Then come to General Hardware and save dollars every day. Because nobody beats the General. Nobody. General Hardware Supplies, located next to Yvette's Pork City in Arnesville. Call 453-9000.
This hurricane tip is brought to you by CIBC First Caribbean. Make sure you have food, water, medicine, important documents, and cash in your survival kit.
Once again, the countdown has begun, and time is running out. Shop at Courts today and make this season even more epic with the latest in electronics, appliances, stylish furniture, and so much more. Only at Courts, bringing value home.
Shot for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Monthly prizes to be won. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regrets. Set for life. Did your day done set? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner, turn your own keys. Set for life.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Get the best in TV entertainment with 139 channels, 26 in HD, and HBO included. Plus get 80 local Flow landline minutes to enjoy on evenings and weekends. All for $225 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.